Hello top 11 managers around the world, welcome back to your channel Mamun Prefer Gaming. I always say that this is your channel. Why? The reason is you're all top 11 managers and Mamun Prefer Gaming always make content daily basis on top 11 football manager game. So this is not only my channel, this is your channel too. Now in this video you are gonna watch a secret tactic that will make you win every matches, almost every matches you can win if you apply this tactic. But of course, preparation matters. If your opponent is too big, then that's different. But if you look at these match, if you look at these opponent, the opponent is active and the opponent is in game already, and he is, guys, 18% bigger than me, guys. 18%, almost 20% bigger than me, which is very, very difficult to win against. Now I'm going to show you the magical tactic, the secret tactic that I'm going to apply in this match and how I actually managed to beat these sort of giant opponents. If you look at these, first of all, you'll have to look for your opponent's mistake or weak zone. What is the weak zone of your opponent? I don't see any weakness except this one. His DL is weaker compared to my flanks, my ML. His DL is not really bigger, so bigger compared to his other defenders. If you look at these, his DL is very weak, and if you compare with my flank, left flank ML Rana, he is far bigger than him. So this is his weakness I identified, and I have opportunity to go through this DL. My flank has opportunity to go through this DL very easily if he can play exactly the way I want. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna change the tactic. So I'm gonna change the tactic now. As you can see, already on nil down. That means I'm not gonna win against this opponent unless I do something magic. As you can see, I have changed the tactic to focus passing left flank. Why did I do it left flank? Because I'm gonna use most of the time the ability of my flank, my AML Rana. So Rana is my targeted player, my player, and he is gonna target counter the DL of the opponent, which is the most weakest player in the opponent's lineup, in the defense especially. So my AML up against, this is the up against my AML versus his DL. So now I'm gonna show you practically, I'm gonna prove this practically, how Rana get into the defense and fox the defender, and he is the key player. I'm gonna prove it, and most of the time Rana will be the key player. Even if he doesn't score, guys, he will be the key passer who will pass the ball dangerously, and that will lead to score goals. Guys, you're gonna watch these practically, the proof of this magical tactic. So you will have to identify always the weakness of your opponent, and then by the weakness you will have to select your tactic. This is how you will have to master tactics in top 11. Top 11 tactic matters. It's not always about percentage. I'm gonna prove this here in this match. Now, I don't have players who is having main ability 500, 300% like that. So now if you look at this attack, if you see Wilson, the DL is trying to, stop my AML Mr. Rana. Now, as you can see, Rana just scored. He was marked by the opponent's DL Wilson, but Wilson couldn't stop him. He marked him, but he couldn't really stop him because of the quality of my AML. Only one player he is having very, very good players, but only one player is not good, and my player was good. So I just identified the weakness and I used my tactic. It is pure tactical win. So now, as you can see, it is 1-1. I just equalized. You see, I was nowhere close to this opponent. I had no chance to win the match, but but my tactic actually brought me back in the game. This is practically proved. And now you will have to watch the full match and how I will execute this tactic, how my players will execute this tactic. You'll have to watch the full match in order to understand fully this tactic. And this is gonna be the perfect tactic for you to beat this sort of opponent, to beat this sort of formation. So you will have to watch the full match. I don't just give tactic, I prove it as well. Now if you look at this offside trap tactic, I set offside trap on, and that's the reason why you see back-to-back offsides, and he even scored. And that was denied due to offside by referee, and it was just for tactical settings. As you can see, I have set my tactics offside trap on. Offside trap on is really crucial in these sort of games when you play against bigger teams, because most of the time they will have possession, they will attack, Despite I'm not ahead of this game yet, it's equal, but still the tactic looks very, very effective, and I'm not gonna change this tactic at all. So if you look at this formation, I have just changed a player and I added one more ML. I have already one ML. I add ML, and this ML look like MC. The opponent think that this is MC, but this one is ML. That means he is gonna be flank as well, 2 flank versus 1 weaker flank. And now I'm gonna force the game more and more, create more pressure, and increase the opportunity to get more goals. So let's see, let's prove it practically. Now already the key player is Rana, and now added one more pressure, and here it is. With this pressure, the pressure mounts, and here it is, another goal. You see, it is the big opponent 1, London All Stars 1, FC Mamun Prefer 2. Now still you'll have to look at this game in order to see practically how this tactic is very effective. Now you see 83 minutes and the pressure is very, very high. Look at this pass, and Rana is always foxing the opponent's DL. Now if you look at this screen, you will understand the DL, Wilson is very, very confused. He is now blocking Emil. That means my false flank, which is the new player I actually substituted, Hossein, and he is actually marking Hossein, and the player Emil Rana is unmarked totally, and he again scored, and he scored from the center. If you look at this, he was Emil and he got a space even in the center box. So this happened. The Wilson, the player DL, the opponent's DL is totally confused because he will have to face two player, and he is focusing ML. Now he is making mistakes. So now if you look at this scoreline 3-1, it is dominating, guys. It is not close anymore. It is dominating. I literally dominated this giant opponent, and the giant opponent is not having any clue. He is not having any clue. He is just asking caution, what happened just. And if you look at these, another goal, one more goal by Hossein, but it was offside, denied by the referee. It was actually offside, and if it wasn't offside, it could be 4-1 even. But this giant opponent did not give up yet. He is still fighting, and another goal, but I think it is very late. It is too late. 89 minutes. I don't see any chance of him to come back in this game. It's London All-Star 2 and FC Mamun Prefer 3, and here is the final result. 3-2 win versus London All-Stars, 148.3% versus me, 130.2%. See how I actually own this match. The tactic decided everything, guys. The tactic was the key to success in this match. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you are new here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I do always appreciate you guys for watching my video, and please subscribe this channel so that I get inspiration to make more quality videos for you.